Downton Abbey has finally arrived at Ladysmith Manor. This weekend we are hosting our very first Downton Abbey dinner, and today I thought I would take you behind the scenes as I work on the preparations. We've also been working on the Thirsty Whippet Pub. It now has its very unique countertop on the bar, and last weekend we celebrated with a very special couple with our first wedding ceremony out on our new lawn, and I can't wait to show you what it looked like. And I have some very exciting news about tickets for our Christmas market, so make sure you stay till the end of the video to find out what they are. And don't forget, if you're enjoying our videos, make sure you hit subscribe on our Ladysmith Manor Diaries YouTube channel to ensure that you see all our videos as soon as we put them out. But first, let me show you what we've been up to this week. We were so thrilled to host the wedding of Melissa and David this weekend, and it was the perfect day. The sun was out, it was warm, there was a gentle breeze, and with all our mismatched vintage chairs out on our lawn and the fabric arch hung in the big oak tree, it was the perfect setting for a beautiful ceremony. We even created a really special terrace where people could enjoy sitting out around the fire pit. We brought out our vintage couches, and it was the perfect place to spend an evening after an amazing day. Since we put the bar together in the Thirsty Whippet Pub, the countertop has been plywood, but today that has all changed. We decided to use leveling compound for the countertop, but we weren't quite sure how well it would work. So we're pouring the leveling compound into your box that you very carefully siliconed.
You know what the worst thing could happen? It can leak.
And it'll leak into the bar fridge. So let's not make that happen. Okay.
You ready?
I'm ready.
I'll pour it slowly so it don't splash it. Don't leak.
Fingers crossed.
Don't leak.
So far, so good.
So, get as much out as possible.
I see no drips.
What's that?
Nothing's pouring
Oh, I
anywhere.
thought you said you could see a drip. But that
No,
was
I
what
don't.
me.
No, I can't see a drip. I'm saying I can't see any dripping. Your siliconing and your wood has held so far.
The wood's not gonna, I knew that's gonna work. It's not like it's like, 100 feet of concrete. So now what I'm gonna do, get my hammer and just tap it gently so I can get any air bubbles out.
Tap the liquid?
Yeah, just like this.
Oh, tap the wood.
We're gonna seal it anyway, so any air bubbles we can.
How long does it take before we can take the wood off?
Oh, right now. We can do it right now. Yeah, probably about 4 hours.
The moment of truth. Oh, look how good that looks.
Needs a little bit of a cleanup.
Nice. And it's so smooth. Good job.
You happy?
Yeah, looks great.
That's what matters.
And with the first pour successfully complete, it was time for us to now pour around the sink and the rest of the countertop. All we have to do now is wait for it to dry, remove the wooden forms, and it'll be ready for sealing. I'm really excited about our very first Downton Abbey dinner this weekend. If you're like me, I love Downton Abbey and all the characters, and so being able to recreate it a little bit here is very exciting. So today I am working on the table, which obviously is a big part of the dinner. If you've watched Downton Abbey, it's kind of like a big piece, almost its own character in the story. So I need to go and find some tablecloths first of all, but I thought I would dig around in the attic to find my pieces for my table first. So I'm just kind of setting it out. So I've got some gold charger plates that I'm going to use first, and then I've dug out my gold and white china. So I've got some plates that have the gold rim, and then I have some plates that are a little bit, they've just got the white with a very thin rim, but I'm going to use both of those. I'm going to alternate them. So we're going to do one plate with our gold rim like that, and then let me do the other side, and we can do both sides at the same time and put the white. Now we've got a few different courses. So we've got a fish stew, or we've got a starting off with a cheese course for cocktail hour with cocktails. We're going to then have a fish stew for the first course when people sit down, then beef Wellington for the second course, and then a very yummy dessert for third course. So we're going to have bowls and we're going to have our plates. But obviously we need glasses, so we're going to have red and white wine and water. So I've actually got 3 glasses. I've got 2 different wine glasses, and I'm using my really pretty square goblets that I'm going to use for water. And I've got to say, I'm not an expert in the etiquette of setting a table. I think I may have to Google it just to make sure that I've got everything in the right place, because obviously we have our knife and our fork, we have dessert fork, teaspoon, dessert spoon, soup spoon, and I'm gonna guess where they go, but I am gonna look it up so that I can make sure I am correct. And then obviously we're going to have linen napkins as well, which will go on here. And then down the middle, obviously I wanted something very dramatic. They probably wouldn't have had silver teapots on their table, but I just feel it's indicative of Downton Abbey. So I'm getting out some of my silver teapots. I'm going to put some flowers and some greenery in those. Obviously we have our candelabras, because you can't have a table without candles, especially back in the day. And then I have actually created this, well, I quite like it. It's a very big centerpiece I made with greenery and some flowers, and I love it so much, but I think it's too big for the table because people who are sitting here won't be able to see each other. So I'm going to be moving that to some other spot, and I will create something else with some greenery and some flowers for the center. So we've got some flowers on there as well. So over the next couple of days, I am going to be finishing off my decor and my setting, and I will be able to show you next week what it all looked like when it all comes together with the tablecloth. But I'm getting there. Like, it's first with the glasses, the cutlery, the plates. We've got the first kind of step, and now I've just got to finish all the pieces to make it as authentically Downton Abbey as I can. I'm working on ways that I can add detail and ideas to my Downton Abbey theme. And so I got thinking about creating the atmosphere of Downton Abbey. And the one thing I thought was that if you were actually at Downton Abbey, there would definitely be photo frames of different family events, the weddings, etc. So I thought I would pick up some pictures. So I've actually found some pictures, and I found some of my photo frames, and I'm just framing these photos, and then I'm going to put them around the room so it kind of again feels a bit more authentic, just like you would do if you were at Downton Abbey and you went maybe into the library. You would see the different photos of the different family members. So I've just got one here of Mary and Matthew, and I'm just going to put it in here. Let's see what this looks like of their wedding. So we're going to have this one, and I've done a couple of other ones as well. Let me just finish this one off. There we go. So that one can go on the side. I've also got this one that I've framed in a nice gold frame, so I'm going to put this one up. Then I thought we should have one of Edith. So I've got one of Edith's wedding as well, and then one of the three sisters. So I just got to go and find another 4x6 frame for this one. So I'm going to add these around the room in here, on the sides, so when people walk in it kind of feels again a little bit more like Downton Abbey. We're going to have the Downton Abbey theme music playing in the background. We're going to have a welcome cocktail, and we have one very, very special guest that is going to be joining us. And yesterday we went and found his outfit, which I cannot wait to show you. So the special guest that we have coming to our Downton Abbey dinner is Carson. Well, not the real Carson, obviously, but Stephen is going to dress up like Carson as a butler. So yesterday we went and we found him some tails, so a jacket with the tails, which I'm very excited about. So he'll be wearing the tails. What else have we got? We've got here the tuxedo shirt, obviously, to go with it. And then we have all the accessories. So we have white gloves, very, very important as a butler. We have the cummerbund, which obviously is a necessity too. And then we have two options for him. So we actually have the cravat, I think it's called the cravat, which is the tie, I'm not sure how it goes, I guess like this, or we have the bow tie. So we're going to have to decide which one we go with. So I guess it'll depend on what he feels like on the day, but he's going to get dressed up. So Carson will greet our guests when they arrive. He will serve the wine. It's going to be a really fun evening, and I will take videos so you can see what Stephen looks like as a butler. And you never know, maybe he'll get a job permanently at the Manor as butler. It depends on how good he is. But he's on probation, and this is his trial run, so we'll see how good he is at the job of being a butler. So I'm just working on my Downton Abbey trivia. I thought it would be fun when everyone arrives at the dinner, Downton Abbey dinner on Saturday, during cocktail hour, for them to have some Downton Abbey trivia questions that they have to answer about the different characters and the storylines. And so I've pulled off some and put together a kind of a list. I've got 20 here. And I'm just kind of going through them because some of them are really difficult. Some of them I didn't even know the answer to, or at least I had to really think about it. So I'm going to do some easy ones and some hard ones. But I thought it would be a fun way for everyone to think about Downton Abbey when they're drinking their cocktails on Saturday. But I wanted to share some very exciting news with you about our Christmas market. Now, Downton Abbey, like I say, this is our very first event, but we will be doing Downton Abbey events in the future that you will be able to come to. So we will be releasing tickets to afternoon teas, maybe some dinners, but Downton Abbey themed events. So stay tuned to that. But our Christmas market is our next big event on the 18th and 19th of November. We've already released the theme, which is the Nutcracker, but I'm getting asked a lot of questions about tickets. When are they going to be released? Well, I wanted to let you know first that the tickets will be released to everyone on our email list on Friday the 22nd of September. They will then be released to everyone else on Saturday the 23rd of September, because we always release our tickets to our email list first. So if you're not on the email list, make sure you click on the link that's in the description below. I'll put it there. You can put your name onto our email list. We send out an email once a week giving you all the updates of all our upcoming events, and it gives you access to all our tickets 24 hours before everyone else. So on Friday, September the 22nd, you will be able to get your tickets for our Christmas market so many exciting things. You'll hear more about the Christmas market in the next couple of weeks, but I wanted to let you know so you can mark it in your calendar to make sure that you go on the 22nd to get your tickets. So I'm going to get back to my questions, come up with some really good ones to see if I can stump some people on Saturday, enjoy my coffee, and I will share all the information about our Downton Abbey dinner next week. But in the meantime, have a great week, and I'll see you back here next week for our next episode of the Lady Smith Manor Diaries.